Welcome to São Paulo, a culinary adventure in South America's biggest city. São Paulo isn't just some backwater outpost, it's a sprawling, breathing testament to resilience, diversity, and a whole hell of a lot of deliciousness. Over the next few days we're diving deep into the culinary underbelly of this city. Buckle up, kids, because we're about to embark on a journey that'll tantalize your taste buds and leave you craving more. Meet, sweat, and pão de queijo, the churrascaria experience. Welcome to a culinary journey like no other. Alright folks, let's talk meat. The heart and soul of any churrascaria. This, my friends, is the churrascaria experience. A feast for the senses. Imagine this, you walk into a place like Fogo de Chão or NB Steak, the air thick with the smell of sizzling meat and wood fire. The anticipation builds. Gauchos, these meat-wielding warriors, roam the dining room like gladiators, skewers laden with every cut of beef imaginable. Their skill is unmatched, picanha, glistening with fat and charred to perfection, alcatra, tender and juicy, each bite is a revelation, fraldinha with its crispy edges and melt-in-your-mouth texture, a true delight for the palate. It's a goddamn meat parade, and you, my friend, are the guest of honor. The celebration never ends. Now the trick here is pacing yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Grab yourself a plate of farofa, that toasted cassava flour that soaks up all the delicious juices, and maybe a side of pão de queijo, those little cheese bread balls that are like pillows of heaven. Balance is key, and for God's sake, don't forget the chimichurri. It elevates every bite. As the gauchos keep coming, wave them down or give them the signal to keep moving. It's a dance of sorts. Green means go, red means stop. Simple, yet effective. By the end of it, you'll be slumped back in your chair, a satisfied grin plastered across your face. A true testament to a meal well enjoyed. A sensory overload, navigating the municipal market. If you're looking for a true assault on the senses, a place where every corner offers a new surprise, a baptism by fire into the heart of São Paulo's culinary soul, then this is your destination. Look no further than the municipal market, or as the locals affectionately call it, the Mercadão. This isn't some sterile, air-conditioned supermarket, folks. This is the real deal. This is a living, breathing organism, a cacophony of sights, smells, and sounds that'll leave you reeling and exhilarated. Picture this, towering piles of exotic fruits you've never even seen before, let alone tasted. It's a feast for the eyes and the palate. Vendors hawking their wares with a passion that borders on operatic, their voices rising and falling like a symphony, the air thick with the smell of spices, fresh fish, and that unmistakable aroma of a good deal being struck. It's intoxicating. Now you're gonna want to come hungry because the Mercadão is a goddamn smorgasbord of delights. Every corner has something new to offer. First up, you gotta try the mortadella sandwich. It's legendary. This is the real deal. A mountain of thinly sliced mortadella piled high on a crusty roll, maybe a smear of mustard for good measure. It's a taste sensation. Once you've conquered the mortadella, it's time to explore the rest of the market. There's so much more to see and taste. Wander through the aisles, sample some exotic fruits, haggle with the vendors, and soak it all in. This is an experience you won't forget. Finding Italy and Brazil, a culinary pilgrimage to Bexiga. You might be thinking, hold on Tony, I came to Brazil for Brazilian food, not Italian. But trust me on this one, folks, because São Paulo's Italian heritage runs deep, especially in the neighborhood of Bexiga. This is a place where time seems to slow down, where the streets are alive with the smell of freshly baked bread and simmering tomato sauce. Now, when in Bexiga, you gotta do as the Italians do, and that means pasta. Head over to Cantina Ruperto, a family-run joint that's been serving up plates of homemade pasta for decades. Order yourself a plate of their signature spaghetti alla carbonara, and prepare to be amazed. The sauce, rich and creamy, clings to the perfectly cooked pasta, each bite a revelation. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, try the spaghetti al cartoccio, baked in a parchment paper pouch and brought to your table steaming hot. Trust me, it's an experience you won't soon forget. Chapter 4, A Taste of Tokyo in São Paulo, exploring Liberdad's Japanese delights. Okay folks, buckle up, because we're about to take a trip to Japan, without ever leaving São Paulo. This is a journey that will tantalize your senses and transport you to the heart of Japanese culture. That's right, I'm talking about Liberdade, the largest Japanese neighborhood outside of Japan itself. It's a place where tradition meets modernity, and where every corner tells a story. Stepping into Liberdade is like stepping into another world, a vibrant tapestry of Japanese culture. from the traditional lanterns strung across the streets to the smell of incense wafting from tiny shops. The atmosphere is electric, yet serene, a perfect blend of bustling activity and peaceful moments. And of course, no trip to Liberdade would be complete without experiencing the food. The culinary scene here is nothing short of spectacular, offering a wide array of Japanese delicacies that will leave your taste buds dancing. Now I know what you're thinking, sushi in Brazil? But trust me on this one, folks. The sushi here is a revelation, a delightful fusion of Brazilian and Japanese flavors that you won't find anywhere else. Liberdade is a sushi lover's paradise, with some of the freshest, most expertly prepared sushi you'll find outside of Tokyo. Each bite is a testament to the skill and dedication of the chefs. If you're looking for a truly special experience, head to Kinoshita. This isn't just a meal, it's a culinary journey that will leave a lasting impression. This Michelin-starred restaurant serves up some of the most exquisite sushi in the city, with a focus on seasonal ingredients and traditional techniques. Each dish is a work of art, meticulously crafted to perfection. Be prepared to shell out some serious reais, but trust me, it's worth every penny. The experience is unparalleled, a true feast for the senses. For a more casual experience, head to Ramen Kazu, a tiny no-frills joint that serves up some of the best ramen in the city. It's a favorite among locals and tourists alike. The broth, simmered for hours, is rich and flavorful, the noodles perfectly cooked, and the toppings, from tender slices of pork belly to perfectly cooked eggs, are the stuff of dreams. Each bowl is a comforting embrace, a warm hug in a bowl. Let's be real, folks, no culinary journey is complete without experiencing the local drinking culture. And in São Paulo that means one thing, the boteco. Now forget your fancy cocktail bars and pretentious speakeasies. A boteco is a no-frills, down-to-earth bar, the kind of place where you can pull up a stool, grab a cold one, and rub elbows with the locals. The air is thick with the smell of cigarettes and fried food, the sound of samba music pouring out onto the street, and the vibe is always welcoming, always lively. This is where São Paulo comes to unwind, to let loose, and to forget about the stresses of the day. And what better way to soak it all in than with a cold chop, that perfectly poured draft beer that's as refreshing as it is intoxicating. But don't even think about ordering a Budweiser or a Heineken here, folks. You gotta go local. Try a Brahma or an Antarctica. Or if you're feeling adventurous, a Skol. Trust me, folks, a night out at a São Paulo boteco is an experience you won't soon forget. Alright folks, let's be real. Sometimes you gotta ditch the street food and the dive bars and treat yourself to something special. And in São Paulo, that means heading to Jardins, the city's most exclusive neighborhood, for a taste of the high life. Now we're not talking about stuffy, pretentious fine dining here, folks. This is São Paulo, where even the most high-end restaurants have a sense of warmth and hospitality that's hard to find elsewhere. If you're looking for a truly unforgettable experience, look no further than D.O.M, the brainchild of culinary genius Alex Atala. This 2 Michelin-starred restaurant is a celebration of Brazilian ingredients, from the Amazon rainforest to the Atlantic Ocean. Atala's dishes are works of art, each bite a complex symphony of flavors and textures. Think delicate slivers of pirarucu fish, served with a vibrant tucupi sauce, or tender cuts of Wagyu beef grilled to perfection. But be warned, folks, D.O.M is not for the faint of heart. The tasting menu is a marathon, not a sprint, and it'll set you back a pretty penny. Look, I'm gonna level with you. I'm a New Yorker. We invented hustle. We practically mainline caffeine. But even I gotta hand it to São Paulo, their coffee game is strong. Forget your burnt, bitter diner coffee, folks. We're talking about the good stuff here, the kind of coffee that'll make you want to slap your mama, in a good way, of course. And there's no better place to experience it than in one of São Paulo's countless cafes. Now you can find a cafe on practically every corner in this city, from tiny, hole-in-the-wall joints to sleek, modern spaces. But no matter where you go, you can always expect a warm welcome, a friendly smile, and of course a damn good cup of coffee. If you're looking for a truly authentic experience, head to Octavio Cafe. Order yourself a cafezinho, that tiny, potent espresso that's the lifeblood of Brazil, and prepare to be amazed. So, you've stuffed yourself silly on picana, conquered the mortadella sandwich, and even managed to snag a table at D.O.M. Congratulations, my friend, you've officially survived the culinary gauntlet that is São Paulo. Before you stumble back onto the plane, a few parting words of wisdom. First off, tipping. Brazilians aren't stingy, but they're not throwing money around like it's going out of style either. A 10% service charge is usually baked in, but slipping a few extra reais for exceptional service is always appreciated. Secondly, reservations. Unless you're cool with showing up at 8 p.m. and waiting till the wee hours, book ahead, especially on weekends. Trust me, you don't want to be that tourist wandering aimlessly, stomach rumbling while everyone else is happily tucking into their feijoada. So, relax, soak it all in, and remember, when in Rome, or in this case, São Paulo, do as the Paulistanos do.